Hello, this is the volleyball staff. We're doing a little role reversal today. We're interviewing Kevin Taylor, who is our Director of Athletic Communications, Sports Information Director, here at Point Park University. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm doing great, Coach. Coach Brown and Coach Bruno here. It's great to be here, getting ready for another exciting 2011-12 sports season.
What are some of the things that you find the most gratifying of promoting the sports here at Point Park University?
Well, I think it's exactly the place I want to be, and it's just a great environment. You know, it's a great job to have when, part of your day is watching volleyball, soccer, or basketball. You can't really get any better than that, if you ask me, and to be in the college setting around young people, and then, great coaches like yourselves, is a great place to be.
Now, looking at your career path, Kevin, I know that you were a graduate assistant at IUP in their sports information director's office. How do you feel now as being a full-time SID and be able to impact some work studies of our communications department and possibly put them on a path of a career to sports information?
Oh, it's great. It's one of the most meaningful parts of my job. I think I get to work with them, and I rely on them, so hopefully they get as much out of it as I do, because I know I would be lost without them. We rely heavily on them to staff the different things, and I just always try to help them learn about the field, and it's a good one in case they wanted to get into it themselves.
Expand a little, if you will, on the importance of local media and your relationship with local media and how it affects the student athletes here at Point Park.
Oh, it's huge importance, Neal. We're constantly trying to keep up the relationships. It's sometimes an uphill battle in downtown Pittsburgh, although we're only about 300 yards or so from the Post-Gazette, or a couple blocks away from TV or whatnot. There's a lot of other professional and college sports that are battling for attention, and sometimes you only get a score. But the one great thing is, if you pound and pound it away year after year, you can make strides there. And I always say they will cover you, but a lot of times you have to be good, to get worthy of that. But if you are in a position where you're something of note or whatnot, they will cover you. And you always have to have the relationship, though, for that time when it is time to, the right time and place to have your teams covered.
Kevin, I know you were part of a committee that is going to soon introduce a new branding or logo for Point Park University Athletics. I know we might not be at the point at this point to unveil it, but can you say what this new logo is going to mean to the department, and give us your insight on what's to come, perhaps a little sneak peek?
Well, it is a brand identity. You're exactly right with that, and it's going to be huge for us. Athletics has never had its own identity or mark, if you will, and it's just going to be great to not only on this campus, but in the surrounding area, this part of the state, the region, or even nationally, if we're lucky enough to put it on the national stage, if some of our teams make it to a national tournament or whatnot. But a sneak peek. It will be without saying too much, a look back at sort of an iconic image that's been used here at the school throughout the past decades, and also a little bit of urban feel, showing people where we are, and also including our nickname, and put it all together, and that will be our new athletic logo, and it's going to be great. Hopefully a lot of people like it.
Recently you were awarded a 10th place award by the NAIA-SIDA as far as your in-house website. Tell us a little bit about the website and what people who go to the website can see.
Well, it's the place where you can find out lots and lots of stuff about Point Park Athletics. That's the main place, the main headquarters for all the info, you know, we keep it updated after the games with you know, the news and the stats and the schedules and stuff like that. And you know, I was glad that to be honored by the NAIA with that top 10 award, and it's unique that we have one that's in-house. A lot of schools sort of have that sort of thing done by an outside firm, but we are able to do it on our own site.
Kevin, as we approach the 2011-2012 academic year, what are some of the predictions and some of the programs you see in some of the teams? What do you foresee happening with some of us in the conference?
Well, if you just take a look at our 11 teams, I feel very confident in saying that 7 or 8 of them are going to be very competitive. A few are in the building stage or rebuilding stage. I'm not quite sure. They could very well be, you know, prove me wrong there, but I think that 7 or 8 will be pretty good, with 3 or 4 being outstanding even. You know, look at volleyball. You know, you guys have been so good in recent years. Baseball's coming off a really good year. Every reason to think that you know, they would be there or better. Same with softball. Men's soccer made so many strides last year. Women's soccer in year 2 under Coach Platts will probably have a big increase there. Men's and women's cross country had some of their best years ever last year. A lot of people back. No reason to think that they won't continue to make strides there and climbs. You know, men's and women's golf, young programs that are going to be at their best ever here. And men's and women's basketball, Coach Rager always brings in a good player or two here, and Coach Grenick on the basketball side, you know, anxious to see what he can do in year 1 as head coach for him.
And the website again, where you can find everything?
www.pointpark.edu/athletics.
And Facebook and Twitter?
Exactly. Find us on Facebook, Point Park Athletics, and on Twitter, Point Park Sports. Don't get confused by the names, but check us out there. That's the place where you get the immediate results as they happen.
That was Kevin Taylor, Point Park's Director of Athletic Communications. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, guys.